Hey y'all, it's John Trent from Batting into Comics. I've got some Obi-Wan Kenobi news for you today. Actor Ewan McGregor made an appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon and shed some light on the recent reports that indicated the show had been put on hold with the crew sent home. But before we get into it, I'd like to ask if you could please hit the subscribe button. It helps us ensure more people can see our videos and helps us combat Google and YouTube manipulating the algorithms to favor major corporations at the expense of the small guy. So hit that subscribe button and help more folks see this video. Thanks a lot, we appreciate it. So let's get into this. If you didn't know, a report from Collider broke in late January and indicated that the crew for the upcoming Obi-Wan series had been assembled at Pinewood Studios was sent home, effectively putting the series on hold. A subsequent report by The Hollywood Reporter would also indicate that the crew was sent home. However, their report indicated that there were issues with the script as well. So this is what The Hollywood Reporter stated. Lucasfilm is now on the hunt for a new writer to pen the series. At the same time, sources say the project is being reconfigured from 6 episodes to 4. The Hollywood Reporter then speculated that the original script might have been too similar to The Mandalorian, and that is why there needed to be changes. So initially, Ewan McGregor responded to this report telling IGN, quote, "It's just slid to next year, that's all. The scripts were really good. I think now that episode 9 came out and everyone at Lucasfilm's got more time to spend on the writing, they felt like they wanted more time to spend on the writing." He added, "I've read about 80-90% of what they've written so far, and it's really, really good. Instead of shooting this August, they just want to start shooting in January. That's all. Nothing more dramatic than that. It often happens in projects. They just wanted to push it to next year." Interestingly, McGregor indicated the show would maintain an unannounced release date. He said, "It will have the same release date. I don't think it will affect the release date. They're still shooting towards having the film released when it was going to be originally." So this is rather interesting news given Kathleen Kennedy announced the show at D23 saying, quote, "We are really close. We have all the scripts written. We are ready to start shooting next year. We could not be more excited. Can't wait to start production." The plot thickened when McGregor told Fallon, this is the new information, "We are going to make it as a series for Disney's new streaming platform, and we start shooting next year. Next year is 2021. That kind of echoes what he told IGN, that they were going to start shooting in January 2021. That's a year delay, and I find it especially difficult that Disney planned on releasing Kenobi in late 2021 or even 2022. So if they delay it for a year, that means they would either have to release it at the end of 2021 or sometime in the beginning, more than likely in the beginning of 2022. It definitely sounds like this is another case of turmoil inside Lucasfilm, which has become a repetitive pattern under Kathleen Kennedy. There's also something interesting to note about that 2021 production start date. Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy's 3-year contract expires in 2021. If they aren't filming until 2021, it's possible it won't start until after Kennedy's contract is over. And if I was a betting man, Disney has no intention of renewing Kennedy's contract after the absolute failure, and I want to say that again, absolute failure of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Now you might be saying, but it's made over $1 billion. Well, that $1 billion isn't as big of a number when it's highly likely the film had an insane production budget. While box office tracking website The Numbers indicates the film had a production budget of $275 million, I've heard it could have ballooned upwards of $750 million, and the more information that we find out, the more I believe that higher number. And it's not just the production of Abrams' The Rise of Skywalker that factors into that number. Disney bean counters would also factor in Trevorrow's Duel of the Fates, and we know they were doing some significant work on that film. We've already had close to 50 pieces of concept art leaked. It's quite likely Trevorrow was much further along in development and production before he split ways with Lucasfilm. You only need to look at the fact that Trevorrow got a writing credit on The Rise of Skywalker. But it's not just that The Rise of Skywalker was a massive failure both in fan reception and likely financially. Under Kennedy's guidance, Lucasfilm destroyed the Star Wars brand in less than 5 years. one of the biggest film franchises is dead in many long-term fans' eyes. Fans who kept the franchise alive. Fans who shared their passion with Star Wars. Fans who were spit on by Kennedy's Lucasfilm, by creatives who openly insulted them, called them names, and treated them like trash. Not only did they treat Star Wars fans like trash, but they just also decided to butcher the actual lore of the franchise. They added in garbage like force healing, ruining Anakin Skywalker's fall to the dark side. They turned Luke Skywalker into a man who wanted to murder his nephew. They turned Han Solo and Leia Organa into deadbeat parents who neglected their child in favor of their own selfish desires. Now, I don't think Star Wars is completely dead. Star Wars fans are extremely passionate. They can be brought back. Even The Mandalorian, which has its numerous faults, including the lore-breaking force healing, is well loved by many fans. Lucasfilm needs the right leadership and people who actually know a thing or two about Star Wars to take leadership of the franchise. They need to start respecting the lore and start respecting the fans. It's quite possible the delay of Kenobi could be a step in the right direction. Although, given McGregor's recent Birds of Prey press tour, which he reiterates in this Fallon interview, after he talks about Kenobi, he goes on to talk about Birds of Prey, they might want to seriously rethink casting him, given he seems to have embraced the idea of attacking and insulting fans. That's all I really got to say on the matter. What do y'all make of this Kenobi delay? Do you think the show might actually get canceled? Do you think it already is canceled? Do you think there is even any hope for Star Wars for the future? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, drop a like and share with your friends. My name is John Trent, and you've been watching Bounding into Comics. Until next time.